everyone, my name is Yasmin and welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be on this soft, smoky, icy blue makeup look. Since my makeup looks are pretty basic all the time, I decided it would be fun, to switch things up and play around with more cool toned eyeshadows since I don't do that very often. So if you're interested to know on how to achieve this makeup look, just keep on watching. First off, I'm going to start by replenishing the moisture on my face. I'm using my favorite moisturizer at the moment, which is the SOMEBYMI 30-Day Miracle Cream, which is lightweight but very hydrating at the same time.
Some grills, hitting these goals too much, pour some beer to the brim, might spill.
Next, I'm using the Maybelline Dream One Day Dual Protection Perfect Base to add some shine to my base, as well as to prime my face before applying any makeup.
Trust, talking about love, you ain't talking about us. You be thinking you rush, trying to do it yourself. I don't give a fuck, fine, do yourself. Talking that 100 bands running, man, I just want to get the bag, I don't lag.
One of the key steps in my whole makeup routine is color correcting. I feel like this is very important to ensure that my makeup does not look ashy in any way or form, especially around my mouth area. I noticed that whenever I wear like a nude lipstick or like a light lipstick shade, my mouth area tend to look very has like a greenish cast to it. So I'm just using this crayon corrector from Maybelline to prevent that from happening.
Pick up when it comes to my mood. I don't see a thing when it comes to a roof. Turn a tightrope to a goddamn noose. I do. It ain't nothing.
Next, let's move on to foundation. I'm firstly going to apply my foundation using a brush. And then for the blending part, I'm actually going to be trying out the microfiber velvet sponge from Juno & Co. and then compare it with my go-to sponge from Real Techniques. What I did is that I wet both of the sponges in water beforehand, and then I applied my foundation to one side of my face using the Real Techniques sponge and the other half with the sponge from Juno & Co. My impression after comparing both of the sponges is that the Juno & Co one provides more coverage. It doesn't soak as much product as the Real Techniques one would. And however, the Juno & Co one does require a lot of time to blend compared to the Real Techniques one. So for everyday wise, I would still reach for my Real Techniques sponge. But for days that I want more coverage, I definitely feel that the Juno & Co is a better option. To conceal and highlight, I'm just using my Makeup Revolution concealer and apply it to my under eye area, my nose bridge, my cupid's bow, as well a bit on my chin.
But nothing like you. Motherfuckers judging everything I do. I might say fuck it and I'ma get rude. I get profit, just listen.
For contouring, I'm actually trying out the NYX Gotcha Covered Concealer for the first time. And what I like about the concealer is that it is actually infused with coconut oil, so it makes blending much more easier. However, I learned that with this product, a little goes a long way, so I kinda over applied, and plus I felt like the tip of the concealer was not very user friendly. I had to squeeze out a lot of times to get the product out, so somehow I just kind of over applied, so it kind of looks bad on camera, but trust me guys, it will look much more better after I've put on powder.
Let me cross the ocean to your land, settle down upon the sea.
To bake and set my base, I'm using the No Filter setting powder from Colourpop in the shade Banana.
Don't wanna miss our second chance. Let me cross the ocean blue, settle down right next to you, lie beneath the palm tree.
I don't want to make my contouring too intense, so instead of using a contour powder, I'm just going to use this beauty bronzing powder to just lightly set my contouring in place. To save time, I did my brows off camera, and now I'm just using the Real Techniques sponge to press in the powder that I had on my face earlier. Now I'm applying the Makeup Revolution concealer onto my lids to use as a base for the eyeshadows later.
When there is a hurricane, I'm swept up in your love again. I'm swept up in your love.
So now we're moving on to the eyes. Firstly, I'm just going to take this cellophane tape and place it near my eyes to use as a guide for the eyeshadows and liner later.
I'm swept up in your love again.
Now I'm taking the Kohl Kajal liner from Catrice and basically just messily apply it onto my lids. It doesn't have to be perfect because later on we're gonna blend it with a fluffy blending brush.
Waiting for the calm before the storm, resting on
going to take the shade Naomi from the Dita for Woman Iconic Shadow Palette and basically just apply it on top of where I applied the liner earlier. Again, using the same blending brush, I'm just going to blend the liner and the shadow together. Next, I'm going to be reaching out to my Glamx Cosmetics Spectrum Hyperpigmented Eyeshadow Palette, and I'm going to be using sort of like this icy blue, silver-ish blue shade and apply it to the middle parts of my eyes. And I'm just going to keep applying it until I like the intensity of the shade. And then I'm going to use the previous blending brush and then just to blend the brown eyeshadow and the blue eyeshadow together. And then now I'm taking like an angle brush and I actually put some concealer onto the angle brush and then basically creating like sort of like a base for my wing liner later. So I'm just using the tape as a guide to create a wing. I'm swept up in your love again. From the Spectrum palette, I'm actually going to be combining these two bright blue shades from the palette. It looks a bit similar on camera, but trust me guys, in real life they look pretty much different. One is a bit darker than the other, and I'm gonna use these two colors as my liner. I'm swept up in your love again. I'm swept up in your, I'm swept up in your love again. I'm swept up in your. Using the Maybelline Hyper Tight Liner, I'm just going to wing my eyes, and I'm going to create this wing as thin as possible to not overshadow the blue liner that I did earlier. Dirty Diana's her anthem, 'cause you know, yes, you know, yes, you know it's about her. Yeah, I feel like something might happen. Alright, the way she. Taking the same blue shade that I applied earlier, I'm just going to use this on my lower eyelids as well. Using the dark brown shade, I'm just going to apply this to the outer parts of my eyelids to intensify the look even more. And then I'm going to take the same icy blue shade that I used earlier and put this to the inner parts of my lower eyelids as well as the inner corners. Of course, before mascara, I never forget to curl my lashes. This is so important to make your lashes all perked up. I know you. For mascara, I'm using the Maybelline The Falsies Push-Up Drama and basically just apply this very light-handed to my lashes just so that I kind of make sure that they will blend in seamlessly with the falsies that I'm going to be applying it later. But the crowd like she Moses. When I make a mine. She got that vicious, that. Now, after mascara, of course, I'm putting on my falsies. These falsies, I got it from Taobao for only like 6 ringgit. And you guys, I am obsessed with it. I've been wearing it every time I go out because it looks so natural, but at the same time, it provides so much volume to my lashes, which is a bonus point. To add some glow to my base, I'm using the L'Oreal Paris Glow Mon Amour liquid highlighter. When I first tried it, these things was so intense, so I just used my brush to kind of like tone down everything. But I feel like with this highlighter, you don't even need to set it with a powder highlighter because it will just stay the whole day. But for the sake of the video, I just applied a powdery highlighter for fun. And for blusher, I'm just using this very soft pink shade and apply it to the apples of my cheeks. For this look, I wanted my blush to be very minimal as I want the focus to be on the eyes. Vicious, that thickness, like in my daydream. She got no wish list, she live it, make her own money. To intensify my highlight even more, I'm just taking this sort of like a beige gold shade from the Glamx Cosmetics Spectrum palette and basically just applying this to the areas of my face where I previously applied the liquid highlighter. Dancing on the ceiling, past that final pole. Lastly, for the lips, I'm just going to be applying my VANITY liquid matte lipstick in Chip Drills. It is in this nice nude brown taupe shade, and I feel like it goes well with this eye makeup look. For the cherry on top, I'm just going to be applying this lip gloss from LMK Cosmetics. I can't focus on what needs to get done. I'm on notice, hoping that you don't run. And voila, this is the completed makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see more of me, just follow me on my Instagram account or subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. And I hope all of us have a great holiday, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.
Not tryna be with you now, you know. You make it difficult to not overthink. And when I'm with you, I turn all shades of pink. I wanna touch you, but don't wanna be weird. It's such a rush, I'm thinking, wish you were here.